everyone, Dr. Solmaz here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about prediabetes. Prediabetes is a condition where your sugar is above normal, but it's not in the range where we diagnose you with type 2 diabetes. So a little bit of statistics first. Approximately 86 million American adults has the condition known as prediabetes according to the CDC. And that is about 1 in 3 adult Americans. And then according to the CDC, 9 out of 10 adult Americans with prediabetes doesn't know that they have this condition. So why are we so concerned about it? Well, first of all, it puts you at risk for type 2 diabetes, but it also puts you at risk for heart disease and stroke. The good news is that the diagnosis is made with a simple blood test. So what we check is something called your hemoglobin A1c. So your blood is flowing through your body, and one of the main components of your red blood cells is something called hemoglobin A1c. It's a protein. And over time, as you consume sugars, these sugars get stuck to the hemoglobin A1c molecule. The average lifespan of a red blood cell is approximately 3 months. So we take a look at your hemoglobin A1c over the span of 3 months to see what the average blood sugar is. And the ranges are as follows. Anything below 5.7 is completely normal for a hemoglobin A1c. Anything between 5.7 and 6.4 is consistent with a diagnosis of prediabetes. And anything that is 6.5 or greater is consistent with a diagnosis of diabetes. So we as primary care providers are very concerned about screening to make this diagnosis as early as possible when patients are in the prediabetes range, because we can implement real lifestyle modifications that can prevent the onset of this serious illness. So what are the recommendations that we make for our patients? First of all, we tell them to follow a healthy diet and to exercise, but let's get a little bit more detailed than that. So what I tell my patients is to follow a low carbohydrate, high fiber diet. And low carbohydrate meaning that you want to avoid breads, rices, sugars, cookies, cakes, candies, basically all the simple sugars, because those create a very large spike in your blood sugar. And that is what you do not want. You want your blood sugar to maintain stable levels. So when you are consuming carbohydrates, you want them to be complex carbohydrates, whole grains, brown rice, brown whole grain bread, whole grain pastas, because those break down over longer periods of time, resulting in less blood sugar spikes and more stable blood sugar. And also to follow a very high fiber diet. So beans, legumes, vegetables, fruits, these are the kinds of foods that you want to incorporate into your diet, staying away from sugars as much as possible. Now, in terms of the exercise regimen, I recommend for my patients to follow aerobic exercise activity approximately 5 days a week for 30 minutes at a time. And if people tell me that they're too busy to go to the gym or they just don't have time to exercise, I say it's as simple as walking out of your home, your apartment, and walking for 15 minutes, power walk, and then turning around and coming right back. That's another 15 minutes, total of 30 minutes right there. When people ask me how intense the exercise has to be, I just tell them that your heart rate needs to get to increase. You should be sweating, and you know, it doesn't have to be that difficult. Just make sure that you're challenging yourself, that you're feeling like you're working out, you're getting a workout. And then you want to couple that with strength training 3 times a week. So that's any kind of, weightlifting, squats, lunges, because you want to build up your muscle mass, because that's what burns off the sugar. And just wanted to say that it's very exciting for me as a primary care physician, because, the statistics show that implementing lifestyle modifications for people with prediabetes cuts their risk of developing diabetes in half. Conversely, if no lifestyle modifications such as diet and exercise changes are implemented when a patient is diagnosed with prediabetes, if none of those things are done, then there's approximately a 15 to 30% chance that that person is going to develop diabetes in the next 5 years, and that's really, really high. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.